My son's birthday's coming up and I have to run errands, so let's get ready so that I don't look like an absolute pile of gross to run errands. My shirt is covered with fuzzies from my pizza sweater thing because it's new and I did not wash it. Do not judge me. I know I should wash things when they come out of the package, but sometimes I just can't be bothered. So I'm gonna try to like round brush my hair a little smoother, and then I might put on a touch of makeup just so I feel like half a human, because I have not been feeling very human lately and that's been making me crazy. And then we're gonna go out into the wilderness and go get cupcakes for my son's class. I've been having hot flashes lately. I think I might be going through menopause. I'm only 31, but you know, never say never. And my husband says it's because my daughter wants to crawl inside of my skin and live there, and she sleeps on top of me every night. He might be right. He might be right. Because I have a little built-in heat rock who, despite all of my best efforts, no matter what I do, she winds up in my bed in the middle of the night every fucking night. And this is bologna, baby. If you're new, my daughter used to require a slice of bologna every night to go to sleep. It was a wild time. Oscar Mayer sent me like pounds and pounds of bologna, and I donated some of them to my friend Emily's cause because her kids went through a bologna phase where they also liked bologna. And now I think I'm out of bologna, but bologna baby no longer requires bologna to fall asleep. Thank God. Now she just won't go to sleep without me. So I am like her piece of bologna now. It's really fun. It's a really fun place to be for me. I just want to sleep a night in the bed with my husband without kids in my bed. That hasn't happened in a long time. And even if we put them back in their rooms, it takes like an hour and a half and they're back in our bed. Is anybody else going through this? My kids are 4 and 6. We never co-slept like proper co-slept, and I'm not here to like shame anybody for co-sleeping or not co-sleeping. It was just not what our family did. It's because it does not work for me, because Mama needs sleep. And Mama's not running on a lot of sleep lately. I don't get good sleep when my kids sleep in the bed because they kick me and they sleep on my pillow and they make me a crazy person, and I just don't get good sleep. If I could, I would literally sleep all the time. Sleep, eat whatever you want in the peace of your own house without people crying at you. I have to run errands and I just didn't want to look like a gross lady for fear that I'll be pointed and laughed at. That does actually happen to me sometimes. Fun facts to know and tell. Being somebody who people know who you are in public is not always super fun. Sometimes it's super weird and people laugh at me and point at me and stare at me and take pictures and videos of me, and it's really weird. I love it when people come and say hi and ask for a picture, but don't just like laugh at me. Can you imagine walking through a grocery store and having people laugh at you? I can. It's not fun. I said I wasn't going to do makeup, but I just feel like I want a little something to make myself look less rosy. I have really rosy cheeks. I know a lot of people are always asking, and people are very concerned and like very like kindly concerned that I have lupus. I do not. I have been tested for lupus. I actually have something called idiopathic myelitis. And when right now I've been really run down because I've been doing too much. I just can't feel my hands and feet. I always can't feel my feet, but I sometimes can feel my hands. But when it gets really bad, I really can't feel my hands. And then my legs start going numb when I'm not feeling good or if I'm run down. So I kind of have to listen to my body and make sure that I'm resting when needed. Which, full disclosure, I'm not very good at resting when needed at all. Like, at all. I'm the worst at resting when needed because I always feel like, well, I can do it. I should be able to do it. Everybody else can do it. But not everybody has lesions on their spinal cord that makes it hard for their neurons to talk to their feet and hands. So that's a thing. And if you're like, oh my God, it sounds like you have MS. I got tested for MS and they still don't think I have MS, at least at this point. They think it might be long COVID, but we don't know. Being the most basic of basic ladies today, I'm like, I don't know. Does anybody else have like a very basic mom makeup routine that they do? Because my very basic mom makeup routine is like the most basic of basics. It's just an eyeshadow stick, a tiny bit of foundation just to like even out my skin tone. And then a lot of the time I use Fake Wake. It's at the bottom of my bag right now, so I'm not going to use it. But I will use something on my lips because I have what my husband not so lovingly refers to as Crackly Smackers. I have really dry lips. I don't drink enough water, as you can tell. Some sort of something on my lips. Today it's this because it was at the top of the bag. Oh shit, I missed my mouth. That's what I get for looking at my camera and not the mirror. This is Cool Mauve. All right, I think my hair has been cooled long enough. Feels cool to the touch. I was just kind of looking for like a bouncy blowout situation. I think I might have achieved that. Ugh, I still feel like a gross lady, but let me throw some of this dry shampoo in. I already used this dry shampoo, which is like my holy grail for when my hair's really greasy. But when I want a little texture and just a little touch up, I use this Collab kind. I don't know. I got it at the store. When in doubt, wear a hat. And I got a new hat. Oh. I mean, is that cute? Is that the vibe? Oh, that's what I'm wearing today. Maybe I need to put on something else, a sweater or something. Oh my God, I'm covered in fur. But what do we think of this hat? Let's go run some errands.